Ladies and gents, welcome back to another video. Inside this already opened FedEx package, this is how I received it. It was just open like this. We have 4 iPhones. Let's get them out and see what we have. There we go, fastest unboxing ever because whoever sent this doesn't know how to seal a package. First up, we have an iPhone 5. And I'm not going to show you guys the back because apparently some people are trying to ruin some of my devices. You know who you are. All right. I guess we will open this up. All right, so these are both iPhone 5s and they appear to be in good condition. Pretty dirty. This one looks like it's got some scratches on it. No major dents or anything, but it seems like these are different colors. Does anyone else notice that? These are both iPhone 5s. They only shipped in 2 colors, black or white, and the blacks are supposed to be the exact same. But they look different to me, and I'm not sure why. All right, we'll put these down. Here's a 5S. I'm assuming that's what's inside, and it looks like it. So this is the space gray model, definitely a 5S. Pretty good condition. We'll get it cleaned up to know for sure just how nice it is. I'm not expecting anything else in the box. I wasn't even expecting the boxes to begin with. So we'll put that to the side. And here we have a white iPhone 5 box. The box feels heavy. I wonder if we get some accessories in there. And this one, oh, this one still has the plastic on it, on the front and the back. Interesting. Okay, this one so far is the most promising. And the box still feels heavy. I think we're gonna have some accessories, and we do. And they're still sealed. We've got the lightning cable, 30 pin still in the plastic, and we have our ear pods that are still wrapped as well. Very nice. And of course we have our documentation, which is thick with papers, as you can see there. So this appears to be an open box iPhone. We're gonna save this one to last because I think there's a chance that this iPhone has never been updated. Let's go from the 5S. We'll start here, see if it has any power, and it does. Let's see if these have any power, because we might need to charge them. And they're all turning on. That's good. While we wait for these to boot up, I'm going to go get some alcohol so that I can clean them off with before we dive into them and check out their condition. All right, I went ahead and cleaned these 3 up, so we're going to start with the 5S. Looking at the back, this device appears to be in very good condition. I'm not seeing any scratches or dents, certainly no cracks in the glass. This iPhone looks basically flawless. We'll do a final clean of the display. And this looks perfect. No scratches anywhere. And it looks like we have iOS 12. We'll see if that is the case. And 12.5.5. So I don't think that's the last version of 12, but I think that's pretty close to the end. And we have a 16GB model, so base spec iPhone 5S. Pretty cool. Not special in terms of having a rare version of iOS, but I think it's pretty rare that you find a 5S in this good of condition. This device was launched in 2013, so it is over 10 years old. This specific model may not be 10 years old, but the introduction of the 5S in 2013 puts it at over 10 years of age. Okay, we'll put this down and we'll move on to the next one. This is an iPhone 5. Obviously, this is the black color. And it looks like we have iOS 10. Let's see how clear the display is. And this one looks to be pretty good. I'm seeing a few scratches and scuff marks, so not as clean as the 5S. But iOS 10 runs really well on the iPhone 5. No complaints there. We'll go ahead and snap a photo. You can kind of see in the flash up here all the scratches on the display. So no cracks, but this thing has seen its fair share of use, and there are some scratches and nicks around the outside. Beautiful device. Let's see what version and what capacity we have. So we have a 32 gig model on 10.0.2. So that's actually pretty unique. I don't know what the last version of iOS 10 is for these devices, but I know it's not 10.0.2. So someone must have used this up until iOS 10, and then they probably upgraded to an iPhone 7, which was launched alongside iOS 10. And the device is so cold that there's like condensation forming because I just got these out from outside. All right, iPhone 5, we'll put that right here. And we have another iPhone 5. Let's check out the display on this one. I'm using flash on the camera for this video. I don't know if that's better or worse, but it seems like it's showing the colors a little better on the devices. Here is the display. It's got its fair share of scratches as well. And, whoa, almost dropped it. The back and the sides have their share of wear and tear. Now, this might be iOS 8 because we have slide to unlock. And I think it is iOS 8 because we have the red or orange music icon. We have 4 lines on the Passbook app. And, whoa, check that out. Look at all those little bright spots. That might be some sort of water under the display. So, we've got 16 gigabyte model on iOS 8.3. So I could be wrong, but I think you can downgrade these to 8.4.1. For whatever reason, that version is downgradable. But this version is not, and actually the home button is pretty stiff. I wonder, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing doesn't have some sort of water damage because of the marks in the display as well as this really sticky home button. The rest of the buttons appear okay. All right. Now, here's what we've been waiting for. The iPhone 5 that is still in its original plastic wrap. Now, usually I'd say, well, someone just put this back on the device, but there are no air bubbles here, which means it's either never been removed or somebody was very meticulous and careful in putting this back on. The rest of the device appears to be in really good condition, not seeing any wear and tear. Let's try to power it on. And check that out. We have the iOS 6 Apple logo. That is exciting. So just to show you guys what I mean, I just wiped off the display and actually, is there plastic on the front? I don't think there is. There's just this plastic on the back. Interesting. Okay, well, anyway, look at this. iOS 6 on an iPhone 5. This is pretty cool. Not every day you get to see one of these. Let's check inside of settings and see which version we have. 6.0. This iPhone has never been updated, like ever. This is a launch day iPhone on 6.0, 16 gigabytes. Now that is incredible. I'm assuming no iCloud, and there's not. So this iPhone 6 has never been updated, like ever. It's not even on 6.0.1, 6.0.2, nothing. It is on 6.0. That's pretty cool. I don't think I have one of those. And it's basically open box. I mean, I would call this an open box iPhone. Still in the plastic, absolutely no damage anywhere on the device, never been updated. I think it's safe to say that this iPhone was never used. And like we saw earlier, it still has all the original accessories. right there in the box. Never used. That's incredible. Now I just want to check out the paperwork inside of here and see if we have anything unique. See if I can get this open without damaging it. There we go. SIM card tool. And I guess it doesn't fold out anymore. Here we go. We have French and English. I wonder if this was a iPhone that was sold in Europe or Canada. And that's why French is first and English is second. Interesting. I don't know enough about this to be able to make that call. But we've got that, we've got some extra information here, and we have 2 white Apple stickers. That is pretty neat. Let's look here. I'm assuming most of you guys know English, so we'll start with the English version. So we have all these different visuals and a little text at the top talking about how to do some of these different things. Of course, this is iOS 6, the only version you could ever buy the iPhone 5 on. It was not sold after this. Apple discontinued it in favor of the iPhone 5C, which launched with iOS 7. So, iOS 6 is the only thing you'll ever get on a new iPhone 5. Or in my case, an open box iPhone 5. All right, we'll put these things back inside the little folder here to preserve them. I don't know. Someone tell me if the US iPhone 5s shipped with a SIM tool. I had one of these new in 2012, but I couldn't tell you if it came with a SIM tool or not. Oh, I think I put these in wrong. Whatever. I'll fix that another day. Very cool. Open box iPhone 5. We'll take one more look here at the device. Test out the camera. We'll get a picture of the other iPhones over here. Just like so. Gorgeous display. iOS 6 looks so good on this thing and it runs flawlessly. I hope you guys can appreciate the quality here that my much newer iPhone 13 Pro is able to capture of this iPhone 5. I think I like using the flash. It really shows the colors and the details on the device. I think I'm going to keep doing this. I have to be careful that it doesn't catch glare just like that. You can see the bright light, but overall I think this is really nice. All right, I'm not going to go too into details on this iPhone 5. I've got a couple other videos where I focus solely on iOS 6 on the iPhone 5. But there you have it. That's been a look at these 4 iPhones. They all came together in one lot. We'll go ahead and line them up here. 3 iPhone 5s, one on iOS 6, one on iOS 8, one on iOS 10, and then of course this 5S on iOS 12. Pretty cool lineup here. All right, that's been it for this one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in another video.